Good morning, Berlin. We are out on the street, got a little bit of a late start, but we got some bike action going on, and some historical site action going on later, and some sister action right there.
Hey!
We just visited Brandenburg Gate, and now we are in the memorial of the murdered Jews during the Holocaust. It's a very interesting memorial. There's lots of these tall gravestone-like columns here. I think it's especially interesting because of its lack of symbolism. They just fit a certain number, like 2,700 something blocks, and that's number they just picked because that's how many fit on the site. The ground slopes down, so the top height is sort of all the same, but the ground slopes down, so they get deeper as you go towards the center. Very, very somber. It was erected in 2005, and it was the first memorial that really was dedicated to the Jews by the Germans. I feel like that's a long time for it to have gone unrecognized, but I'm glad I guess eventually did something. I think it would be powerful if states in the South did something like this about slavery and all of that destruction that they caused. Feel a sort of loneliness in here. It's really hard to find other people. It's very quiet, very death-like. Feels a little weird though. It doesn't really represent the Holocaust at all. It doesn't really represent Jews in any way. It's just some tall concrete blocks. Well, not all of us are very bright.
It was here, as the Soviet army tightened its noose on the capital, that Hitler and Eva Braun, his wife of less than 48 hours, committed suicide on April 30th, 1945. A week later, the war in Europe was over.
I'm here on the Soviet-occupied side of the Berlin Wall. There's a little memorial that's been put up here. Pretty crazy to think of all the people that were murdered on the very spot that I'm standing. Now at Checkpoint Charlie, there's really not a whole lot here. I'd heard of it for many years, so I expected a little more than this. Just, I guess, a pretty typical military checkpoint. We just went to a museum about Checkpoint Charlie and all the different ways that people escaped the East German area. It was a little weird. Not all the English translations were actually very good. Some of the words were misspelled and stuff. But I think we're heading to dinner now, so I'm really excited about that.
Hi.
Got some beautiful gardens here. Trying to get some pics for the Instagram and all that. I don't know if any of these are gonna make it. Not sure if they're good yet, but it's a beautiful spot. Ooh, there we go. Now we're on focus. That is some high quality content for that Instagram. At Joshua C. Jensen. Plug. We are still in the park, but we found a nice little restaurant. Schlussenkrug? I'm a little rusty on my German, aka I've never learned German before, but it has food, and I like that, so we're good. Found a nice quiet little spot here by the window. That's a view of some kind of water, canal, river thing out there. It's pretty nice. I'm not 100% sure what this food is, but it looks pretty German. the definition of a hole in a wall. It was not any whiter than the ice cream freezer. And she gave me 2 cones combined. I went with lemon. Well, that's all I have for today. I wanted to shoot some more aerial footage, but I was already starting to gather a crowd, and I'm not really sure how legal it is around here, but I'm thinking about doing some early in the morning tomorrow, so I don't know exactly how that's going to work out. But it was fun, and I think it turned out pretty good. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know how I did, if I did any better. I tried something new. I tried a different camera. The audio is worse, but the visuals are more steady, so I don't know if that's better or not. I don't know if I'm going to do it tomorrow or not, but let me know what you think, and maybe I will. Or maybe I won't. Or maybe you don't care. That's fine too. If you don't care, maybe a like down below would help. That'd be awesome. Alright, that's enough. I'm gonna go to bed. See y'all later.